factors. Now we're going to do problem type 2, which are going to be a little bit harder, because now we might have more than one choice for our factoring of our leading term. So, I've got 9x squared. If I want to factor 9x squared, it might be x and 9x, but it might also be 3x times 3x. Again, I really don't know which one the answer is until I start guessing and checking, knowing about foiling to figure out which one is the right way. So I have to be aware that there's more than one choice. My signs. Since the end is negative, I know one's a plus and one's a minus. Factors of 3. Well, at least they gave me a nice prime number for 3. 1 times 3 is my only choice. I don't know which order it goes in. I'm just going to start guessing. But because this is a 26, it's a big number, I'm probably going to put the 3 first and then the 1 and try it that way. So if I try the top one, x times negative 1 would be negative 1x. 3 times 9 is a positive 27x. If I do that, I get a positive 26x, which gets me really close to my answer, because instead of a positive 26, I want a negative 26, which tells me that's the right order of my numbers. I don't even need to try this bottom one, but all I need to do is switch my signs around. So this one's going to be the negative, and this one's going to be the positive, so that my outside is a positive 1x, my inside is a negative 27x, and sure enough, there's my negative 26x in the middle. So these ones are a whole lot of guessing and checking and just trying what you know, foiling it out either on your paper or in your head till you can find that right combination that gives you that middle number. Number 8, we have 3y squared plus 16y plus 20. 3y squared, again, I would have y and 3y. 1 times 3, the only way to get 3y squared. My signs, the end is a positive, so both have to be the same as the middle, positive and a positive. Factors of 20. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 3 doesn't work, 4 times 5. I have a whole lot more pair of factors to check. So, I'm going to start with my 4 and my 5, and then I'm going to check. So here I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to get 5y plus 12y. 5 plus 12 is 17. Not going to be the right way. If I would switch them around, 5 and 4, I'm going to get 4y plus 15y. Well, that's 19. That's still not the right thing. So now I go to my next pair of factors. 2 and 10. 2 and 10 gives me 10y plus 6y. Hey, 10 plus 6 is 16. I found the right pair of factors. So y plus 2 times 3y plus 10 is going to be my answer. These will take you some practice, I guarantee. Number 9. Factoring that again, I'm going to have my 2 sets of parentheses. Factors of 21z squared. Now again, it might be z and 21z, but probably not, because 21 is a pretty big number. The other way to get 21z squared would be 3z times 7z. I'm going to guess that's probably the pair of factors it is, just because that middle number is not really big. Doesn't mean it rules it out totally, but here I'm going to look and say, oh, my signs. One has to be a plus and one has to be a minus. And the only way to get 2 is 1 times 2. I'm going to start with the bottom one because that's my guess is the one that's going to work out right. If I check that, here I'm going to get a negative 6z, here I'm going to get a positive 7z, that's a positive 1, that's not the right way. So then I switch them, put my 2 first and then my 1, 2 and my 1. Here I'm going to get a negative 3z, here I'm going to get a positive 14z, negative 3 plus 14 is positive 11z, which is what I want. And so 3z plus 2 times 7z minus 1 going to be my answer.